So Mortal Kombat 11 is finally here. The biggest fighting game of 2019 hits the Nintendo Switch, and it had a lot of controversy, a lot of just skeptics out there thinking we haven't seen gameplay yet, or we haven't got our hands on it that much. We don't know how this game is going to perform. So this is going to be a really quick review, mainly just because literally everything is here. I just want to make sure I give you guys that assurance that this is a game worth buying on Switch. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump in this video.
I love that Nintendo Switch!
What's going on, Switch fam? It is your boy QKG, and let's just go ahead and talk about Mortal Kombat 11 for the Nintendo Switch. So right off the bat, I am someone who's been playing Mortal Kombat ever since the beginning, so I'm well familiar with the characters and the story. But the one thing that I was really curious about, because I never got my hands on the game, I wanted to see how it performed, and I was wondering, because usually when we have certain games like from third-party companies, if it's a port, sometimes it's missing content. But this game is actually not a port because it's actually launching the exact same time as everything else, but it was co-developed along with the game. So for that, that's actually something that doesn't happen too often. You do see that with certain other third-party games that they can get them out quick, but Mortal Kombat 11 is now one of those games. So right off the bat, I will say that the game is definitely scaled down a bit. It's definitely scaled down textures. It definitely has very scaled down shadows, and the game itself, it's still pleasant to look at, but you can see the visual downgrades. You can definitely see it. It's definitely noticeable. But if you don't have a PS4, if you don't have a PC, Xbox, anything of that nature, this game has all the content. I had to go through and scroll through and make sure the game had everything. The game is going to get all the future DLC. The game has all the different gear pieces. Everything is here. So when it comes to content, everything is already bundled up together. So as long as it's not certain games to where, like for an example, Doom didn't have the snap map mode. And that was a mode that a lot of people were wondering about, so they had to replace it with the arcade mode. We don't have to worry about the game actually lacking in content. And what's really interesting is that this game was confirmed to be running at 60 FPS by Ed Boon, and he was not lying. So when it comes to gameplay, similar to how Mortal Kombat 9 was running at 60 FPS on the Vita, this game is doing the exact same thing. So sometimes cutscenes may be 30 FPS, or fatalities may run a little bit choppy depending, like maybe 30 FPS, but when it comes to the core gameplay, everything is 60 FPS. Now, one single frame drop, and also the online, the crispiest netcode I have experienced, even along with Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. That was actually a very crispy netcode, and coming from someone who pre-ordered Mortal Kombat X on PC, and that had like one of the shottiest launches of all time, and the netcode was still a little choppy. This game's netcode on Switch was crispy, had zero dips, zero stutters, zero freezes, did not drop out the game. It was crazy. So for that, knowing that I have the assurance that I can jump online and whoop some people up. So this game literally gives you options. If you're on the go and you want to actually whoop somebody up real quick, you can. If you're at home and you buy it on one of the other consoles or PC, you have that option. So the game is giving you a ton of options. If you're new to the channel, I like to rate my games in a certain format. So at the bottom we have like a what happened, like if the game is trolling I. Then we have a like a meh, like it didn't attract me too much. Then we have a needs work, decent, and fuego boy. And you can already tell with this game, it's fuego boy. The game is straight fire. A must have for the Nintendo Switch. It's still on the top selling on the eShop, like number 10 right now. Must have on the Nintendo Switch. I cannot rest assured that so much, man. And I saw a lot of you guys on my friends list, which I always leave my Switch friend code in the comment section, so if you, or the description. But if you guys still trying to get them cheeks whooped, if I'm online and I start up a lobby, we can get it going, boy. So I would love to thank you guys for tuning in this video, and as always, drop them comments down below on what you think about Mortal Kombat. If you got your hands on it or you're thinking about picking it up, rest assured the game is straight fire and a must buy. So I'd love to thank you guys for tuning in. This is your boy QKG, and peace out.